Borada, welcome to the InstaSim channel. Today I'm playing Professor Layton and the Pandora's box. In this episode, we are going to be searching for Mr. Anderson, I think. Because in the last episode, we found out that his daughter's planning a trip away. So I'm going to go forward here and see what there is. What's that way? Wow, look at the size of that mansion. I bet you could get lost in there. It is impressive to say the least. I'm sure that massive manor belongs to Mr. Anderson. So that's where Inspector Chalmey and his assistant went, right? I'd like to see this place for myself. Can we go and take a look? No, for now I think our best course of action is to gather what information we can in the village. Besides, I imagine the Andersons already have their hands full with their current guests. Yep, so there was a guy over here, so I'm gonna see what he wants first. Oh, it's Chalmey. What a cute little farm. Yes, and the weather is so nice that even the animals grazing in the field seem to be in a good mood. This seems like the perfect time for a quick puzzle. See if you can solve this one. There was a guy there and he's gone and it's Chalmey now. Oh dear. Well, we lost him. It's fine. You have 4 horses, all of which travel at different speeds. In travelling from point A to point B, these horses take 1, 2, 4 and 6 hours respectively. One day you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B, however you can only have a maximum of 2 horses at a time. And you need to ride the horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're travelling with, what's the fewest number of hours it will take to move all the horses? One day you decide to move all your horses from point A to point B, however you can only move a maximum of 2 horses at a time. And you need to ride a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Knowing you can only move as fast as the slowest horse you're travelling with, what's the fewest number of hours it will take to move all the horses? Now, my thought process is that you take the 1 hour horse back to go and get another horse. So you take 2 horses to start with, so we can say we take the 6 hours and the 1 hour, so we go with those 2, take 6 hours. Come back, it takes 1 hour, go back, it takes say 4 hours, come back, it takes 1 hour, go back, it takes 2 hours. However, I have a feeling that that's too simple of an answer to be correct. So we could take the 6 hour horse first, take the 1 hour horse back. Then maybe take the 2 and the 4 hours there, but then that will take longer, wouldn't it? If we took the 6 hours first, take the 1 hour back, that takes 7 hours. 7 hours at 4. That's 11, 12, 14. So it takes 14 hours if we are always riding on the 1 hour horse. Yeah, so you can move a maximum of 2 horses at a time, and you have to move a horse back to point A each time you return to move your other horses. Okay. I'm gonna put a hint coin in just to see. When crossing back over from B to A, you want to move as quickly as possible, so make sure you put yourself in a position to cross over to A on the 1 hour horse where possible. However, you always make travelling back on your 1 hour horse your top priority. You may end up wasting time on other legs of the journey. Don't assume you always need to return from B to A on the 1 hour horse. Well, yeah, that's what I was thinking of. Now, if we take the 4 and the 6 hour horse, let's do this one together. So that takes 6 hours. It takes 4 hours to come back. And let's say we go forward again. That's 10 hours. On the 2 hours and the 1 hour. So that's 12. Come back, it takes 1 hour. So it takes 13. Let's go back, it then takes 4 hours. So we're on 17 hours. So we've got quicker by coming back on the 1 hour each time. So we don't want that one. What if we take the 6 hours over with the 2 hours, bring back the 2 hours, that takes 8. We go over with the 1 and the 4, so that takes us to 12. We come back, takes 13. When we go back again, that takes 15. Okay, so that's 1 hour slower than previously. So we've got 14, I think, is our quickest time we've found so far. I'm going to try and do it in 10 hours. If I can. Try and do it in 10 hours. Let's get another hint coin. In order to move all your horses from A to B the shortest amount of time, you'll need to cross from A to B 3 times and return from B to A twice. How do you make the most effective use of this limited number of crossings? You need to go over 3 times. Obviously, we're going to take 2 horses at a time and then bring 1 back. First, bring your 1 and 2 hour horses over to B, then return to A on your 1 hour horse. Bring your 4 and 6 hour horses over to B, return to A on 2 hours. This method minimises the overall amount of time necessary to move all your horses to point B. Right, hold on. Yeah. Gotcha. I didn't think of that. So, bring the 1 and the 2 hours. Was it? So, 1 and 2. Yeah. So the 1 and 2, so that takes 2 hours. Come back on 1, so that takes 3 hours. Take the 4 and 6, that takes 6 hours. Return on 2, that takes 8. And so it takes 10 hours. I was trying to think, 10. Okay.
Here goes.
Wait, what?
Looks like I botched that one.
I just calculated it as 10 unless I wrote it wrong. So take the 1 and the 2, it comes to 2 hours. Return on 1, it takes 3 hours. Take the 4 and the 6, it takes 9. Oh wait, yeah, that takes 9 hours, doesn't it? Not 8. I did a calculation error there. Come back on 2, takes 11, sorry. And then 13. Okay. I knew 14 was too simple. There we go, 13.
Layton's apprentice strikes again!
That's right, to start take your 1 and 2 and then ride 1 hour horseback, ride 4 and 6, return on 2. At this point you've been moving horses for 11 hours, 3 in the first excursion and 8 in the next. Now you should be back at point A with your 1 and 2 hour horses, ride them both across to point B to finish the task in 13 hours. The animals out on the farm look like they're really enjoying the sun. Of course, Luke, animals enjoy nature's glory as much as you and I do, if not more so. I got a part for the camera. Hint coins. And another one there. Ooh. Chelmy. Oh, it's Inspector Chelmy. Well, look who it is. Hello, Inspector. Are you returning from the Anderson estate? I don't know where you get your information, Layton, but you're as sly as a fox. As a matter of fact, I did just come from there, but Mr. Anderson himself wasn't home. Seems he's off presiding over some livestock competition or a likely story, I'm sure. I'm curious, have you found a connection between Mr. Anderson and the case you're investigating? Not that it's any of your business, but perhaps you can be of help. I'd heard rumours that he had tried to find this Elysian box in the past, so I went to talk to him. But when I got to the house, the butler told me he wasn't home and that I should leave at once. Can you believe it? Mind you, I wouldn't be surprised if he was just pretending not to be at home. I went out of my way to go up and see the man. The least he could do is offer me a cuppa. But why would Mr. Anderson be interested in the Elysian box in the first place? It's anyone's guess, Luke. We won't know more until we can ask him in person. In that case, I suppose we should head over to the livestock competition Mr. Anderson is judging. Oh, fine. Let his baronship roll around in the mud with his precious cows. I shall be elsewhere. As far as I'm concerned, the whole thing's nothing more than a frivolous distraction from the rich. For the rich. I can only assume his obsession with the box stemmed from the excess of the time and money on his hands. If you see anything that might help this investigation, report it to me straight away, you hear? We are always happy to cooperate, Inspector. Now, please excuse us. Fine, off you go. Come along, Bart, we've got work to do. Yes, sir. Alright, we'd better hurry back to the competition grounds. And we return to the livestock competition. And this guy's got a puzzle. Professor, I think this chap here fell asleep standing up. Judging by his uniform, he must be a security guard. I certainly don't approve of sleeping on the job. Please confirm identity by solving this puzzle. Okay. Tangled Ropes. 3 loops of rope are tangled together with a single red rope that has been tied in a very loose knot. Can you work out how many of the smaller loops of rope would get caught in this knot when the red rope is pulled tight from both ends? Remember, even if a loop passes through the knotted part of the red rope, now it might fall away when the red rope is tightened. Now, the blue one's not going to be at all. It's going to be one here, the yellow one. That's 2, 3, possibly. So I don't envision the blue rope being tangled at all. It's kind of outside, isn't it? So that could potentially just fall off. That's definitely going to get stuck. And then though that one's possibly going to as well. I calculated 2. Let's see, have a look at Layton. Look carefully at the places where different loops overlap the red rope. Even if they appear to be wrapped around each other, they may only be piled on top of each other. You probably have experienced this phenomenon when untangling a mess of cables at home. I'm going to go with 2. It is a single digit answer, so...
This should do the trick.
No, it's not 2.
Well...
Make sure you examine every detail of the picture carefully. Okay. I found 2, but 2 isn't the answer. So, we've definitely got 1 here. There's 1 there, definitely. That's going to get stuck as well, so there's definitely going to be 1 there. Pay special attention to the big loop in the red rope, since this is the part that will form a knot and is the key to solving this puzzle. Try using the memo function to trace which small loops of rope could become caught in the knot in the red rope when it is tightened. So we've got this big loop here, haven't we? No wait, that big loop there, isn't it? So it's this big loop. Now this one just kind of goes over. That's not going to get stuck. Let's get the 3rd hint. Do you see the yellow loop of rope? It may look tangled in with the others, but it turns out that when the red rope is pulled to make a tight knot, this loop will slip free. Now, is there anything different about the other 2 smaller loops? Ah, right, yeah, that goes like that. Might be 0 then, actually.
This should do the trick. A true gentleman
Okay.
leaves no puzzle unsolved.
Good thinking. Not a single loop will become truly entangled in the knot that forms. When you pull the red rope and form a knot, one loop will fall away and the other two will hang from the red rope free of the knot. Yeah. Got it. Correct. Well done, sir. He must be hopelessly addicted to puzzles if he's talking about them in his sleep. Even I don't do that. And he's just asleep. Right, what was back this way? Well, there's this guy here who has a puzzle. Phew. That should do it. Good afternoon. What are you doing there, sir? Me? Oh, I'm just doing a little fishing in this here lake. Sounds like a lot of work. Have you had much luck? Actually, that's a good question. Now that I think of it, how many have I managed to catch today? We'll find out, shall we? Fishing net. A large net has been cast out in a pond to catch some fish. The pond surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater, so parts of the sunken net are no longer visible from the surface. Assuming that there are no tears in the net and that the whole rim of the net is constructed of a single length of rope that ends on the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will be caught when the net is pulled up? I am going to guess 0.
Here goes.
Nope.
Well,
I guess the second 0 isn't going to work, is it? Am I counting them correctly? Probably not, no. So a large net has been cast out into a pond to catch some fish. The pond surface is small, but it's actually wider underwater, so parts of the sunken net are no longer visible from the surface. Assuming that there are no tears in the net and that the whole rim of the net is constructed of a single length of rope that ends at the shore, how many of the fish visible in the pond will be caught when the net is pulled? Now let's assume it goes straight ahead. So it goes straight ahead this way. And it goes straight ahead that way. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, I got 5 there, so we'll try 5.
Let's see
Nope.
if this works. Whoops, that wasn't right.
Nope. I get really stumped with these puzzles now, aren't I? When fully drawn out, the net is one strange and complicated shape. Okay. Since the rim of the whole net is fashioned from a single piece of rope with no tears, take the drawing you did from hint 1 and count the number of fish on the inside of the net. There's your answer. But I can't see any part of the net. What am I supposed to be looking at? Or is that the net there in the middle? So that must be that must be the net there. There's 4 in there. Let's try 4.
Just leave it to me.
Nope.
Whoops, that wasn't right.
Right, I'm confused about what these lines are. Or are they parts of the actual net? Let's try and trace around some of these. Assuming they've got something to do with the net. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There. Yeah. Right, 6. Let's try 6.
Let's see.
No, it's not that either.
Well, I'm stumped.
Yeah, me too, Luke, me too. Unless it's what's inside these. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9. We've tried 9 and it's not right. Okay. Why not try sketching the part of the net you can't see? But what parts can I not see? When fully drawn out, the net is one strange and complicated shape. Since the rim of the whole net is fashioned from a single piece of rope, with no tears, take the drawing you did for hint 1 and count the number of fish on the inside of the net. There's your answer. I'm assuming again that's our net. There. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Seven. Have we done 7?
Just leave it to me.
There we go, 7.
Layton's apprentice strikes again.
I missed one somewhere. That's right, to solve this puzzle you need to imagine how the unseen parts of the net connect, which should look something like the illustration above. As you can see, the net will catch a total of 7 fish. Perfect. Woohoo, what a haul. Tonight I feast like a king. And I'm leaving that episode there because that's gotten incredibly long. Jesus Christ. Right, I'm going to end that episode there, and in the next episode we're going to go back to the castle competition. So, yeah, going to leave it there, and we'll figure out where Mr. Anderson. This has been an incredible... We've been, I think, in this area of the game for like 4 parts, or 2-3 parts or something. Which is ridiculous, given that I'm pretty sure it shouldn't have taken that long. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this episode of Professor Layton and the Pandora's Box. If you liked it, don't forget to like it, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel. That me a lot, and you'll get more videos like this. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook channel on Twitter and on Twitch. And as always, I see you all in the next video. But until then, goodbye.